I mean, you could say that, but, I think it just came down to, obviously we were flagged a whole bunch. To say they got ahead, I think we've come back from worse, but, the penalties are just killing us down the stretch. And, it's something that, we got to get it fixed, you know what I mean? So it's tough.
Micah, how would you describe the emotions in the locker room and your emotions right now after your first playoff game?
It's really tough because, I'm used to college and, seeing the seniors go and, you come back. But, you got a bunch of guys on one, like, free agents soon. And, I look at, like, guys like Layton, who I would call, like, a big brother now. And, I never know if I'm going to play with him again. And, I didn't come in today thinking this would be my last game with him. And same like JK, so, it's tough. And, for myself, I'm emotional because I grew a bond with these guys. And, if I see him again, I hope we could play together. But, it's real emotional there, man. I think nobody wanted this outcome, and everybody really played to win. We just got to clean things up for next year.
What was tough about their run game early?
I don't think it was. I think you just come out and the first 15 is always hard. You never know what type of adjustments they're gonna make in the run game and things like that. But I think once we made those adjustments, we held it solid. We let that one run slip off the turnover, but after that, those adjustments we made, I don't think the run was that effective.
Like you mentioned the penalties and needing to kind of clean things up in general. 14 penalties today. That was obviously an issue throughout the season statistically. What is it, do you think, is the root of the problem there? Is it an undisciplined thing? Well, what's the problem that is leading this team to be penalized as much as it is?
I would. The younger me would just say it's bias. People just hate the Cowboys, but I just think we just playing hard. I think when you tend to play hard and you want to make a play, you tend to jump off sides, or you tend to, put a hands to the face, or, you want to protect someone you might hold by accident, or even if it wasn't a hold, you never know how they might perceive it. But, I just felt like a couple of them was very questionable and very biased towards us, I would say. But then again, it's our fault. We shouldn't be put in that position. So I'm going to take full accountability, and, I hope everyone else does too.
You grew up as a Cowboys fan, Micah. This season, Cowboys fans fell in love with you. Can you talk about the hurt part about not taking it further for that?
Cowboys Nation, message to them. I really appreciate you taking a kid from Harrisburg and making me into, what some might say a star, or, just giving me opportunity. And the way you guys embrace me, it's been extraordinary. And I think this run has been really, really great. And I can't tell you how much I appreciate you, and my family appreciates it. And to all you who wrote so many good things about me, I really appreciate it. And, I would just say at the end of this, I still sit up and I'm still thankful. I came out of this season pretty healthy, and I got to represent the blue and white. And before I even got drafted, that's all I ever wanted to do. I wanted to rep the blue and white and rep the stars. So I'm beyond fantastic. But, obviously I got to get some new goals and things and get ready for next year.
On that note of health, can you take us through the collision, what they said in the tent, and how are you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty great. I think I beat the tackle, and when he saw I beat him, he pushed me in the back, which wasn't called, and I ended up colliding into Trent and just kind of had like a shock to my head and neck. And, they just went through the protocols of balance and making sure I was okay and things like that. But, even if I broke my arm, there wasn't going to anything to keep me out from going back in that game. So, but now I got all this time to get healthy again and, refresh myself.
How confusing was the ending there for you?
You know, for me, you know, it's confusing. I mean, just because the ball placement, the ref, and Dak kind of getting in the way of each other, and I don't really know all the offensive rules and, you know, where the ball should go and things like that, but I definitely think, you know, that took time off the clock, and it's something I got to get a better understanding of. But, I mean, other than that, I was, like, lost for words. I don't really know.
You're talking about how disappointing this was, or are you even more surprised than you are disappointed? Because I know you felt this team was there was something special going on, and you were building toward going beyond this point.
Yeah, I am surprised, but every week I'm learning this is the NFL. You never know what can happen. You never know who's going to show up. You never know what adversities you can face. And today we faced a lot of adversity, and we just couldn't overcome it. And you know, I think this team faced a lot of adversity all throughout the year, and I think we kind of labeled adversity our friend, and I think this time we wasn't able to get over the hill and pull this game out. But from the guys that we do got coming back, I think that's something we're going to face head on and become a way better and more clean team.
Do you wonder if Dan Quinn will be back for your second season?
Yeah, I hope Q back, man. That's my dog, man. I would do anything for Q. And I think whether he goes be a head coach or a DC somewhere, anybody in the NFL would be so lucky to have him. I mean, honest dude, pure heart. I mean, Q, brother, I hope you stay if you see this, man. And I hope we get another shot at this. But if you go, I'm going to miss you, brother. And, you know, I wish you nothing but success.
Michael, what can you say about the way that Dan Quinn was able to turn things around for you guys? I know you didn't play last year, but the turnaround that he had with his defense this year, what can you say about that?
You know, I think Q just found a way to touch everybody in our defensive room's heart. I think he found a way for us all to want to fight for him, play for him. And, you know, some things is just more than football. And I think that's what Q represents. It's never just football with Q. And I think if he could and he was 30 years younger, he would throw some pads on and fight with us, you know, any day of the week. So I think that's always special. He was a hands-on coach, and he made sure you really understood everything that was going on. He didn't let nothing go without being understood. So I think that's what Q did the best.
Micah, how would you describe the way Dak led the team today, and did he say anything to y'all in the locker room after the game?
Dak didn't say much. He kind of went to everybody individually. But, you know, I think Dak leads this team great all the time. Whether things go right or things go wrong, Dak never puts his head down. His demeanor is always great. And even as a rookie, Dak taught me something. And it was when I first came in OTAs, dog-tired. He said, and I'm in my locker room kind of like lumped down. And, you know, Dak came up to me. Yeah, at that time, no one knew what I could possibly be, but came up to me anyway. He said, lift your head up. You want to show a better example than anything out there. So, I mean, it just speaks volumes to the type of person Dak is, regardless if you are an important piece, if you're not. But Dak thinks everybody's equal. I mean, he even came into the locker room and said, hey, let's everybody throw $500 in so because the practice squad don't get the same check. You know, that's the type of person Dak is. I mean, he leads on and off the field, and it's the little things with him. And I don't think I'd rather have anybody lead me besides Dak. I mean, Dak is like a big brother to me. I mean, he took me under his wing early on. I mean, I kind of look at him like, yeah, like my big brother. So I always appreciate Dak, and, you know, I can't wait to go to battle with him some more over the next couple of years.
On that note, next couple of years, even though tonight was really disappointing, how much pride do you take of how far the defense has come from when you got here to where y'all are now?
I take extreme pride in that, you know. Defense is our backbone. Defense is, I think defense wins championships more than anything. And we got to grow as a defense. If the offense only scored 17, we should have held them to 14 or 0. You know, 0 is even better. So we got to get better. I don't care what the offense does. And we're going to learn and grow. And I think next year we got opportunity to get some more players in and bring some players back and get extremely better.
Micah, your coach said the guys were jittery to start the game. Did you feel that way? Did you feel the defense was jittery to start this football game?
I wouldn't necessarily say we're jittery, but, as much as people try to say it's another game, I mean, it's not, I'm going home after this, and for the rest of January, I'm pretty much going to stay home. And, I just feel like there's a lot more nerves to it, And, I think after that first drive, we kind of found our identity back. But, you always kind of play things back in your head on things you couldn't get back. And there's some things, we probably wish we could get back.
Thanks.